Puppy Pot and Chill, number 658. If you're a member of Sessions, then you got a preview of it last night. This morning we're going to do a Wake and Bake news edition. That's where I wake up and we get stoned. We wake and bake. And, because it's me, you get a little bit of news along with it. And I just skim the news. And always remember, if you like my videos, if you like what I'm doing, hit the like button. Please share it. And always remember, do not listen to me. I'm a stoner. There's better people to listen to. Even though I try to give you the truth, listen to more than just me. And always remember, you got to be 21 in a state where it's legal to smoke marijuana. So if you're not in a state where it's legal and you're not 21, just don't do it. We can be smart stoners. Munch, relax, man. I got Munch here, of course. Let's see if we can get him. Come on. Come here. Munch, come here. Alright, fine. He's not going to come up. Let's jump right into the news, shall we? Recent story being pushed is that the woke are waking up. How fucking awake do they gotta be? I mean, these fucktards are something else. First, it's they're woke. And then it's not my fault I'm woke. And then it's not my fault I was woke. And then it's not my fault I was woke, now I'm awake. What the fuck? How fucking awake do these assholes have to be? It's just another excuse, another word, another way of saying I'm dumb as fuck, I'm ignorant, and I'm doing what everybody else is doing and saying. Fucking idiot. And it's not even right. Wuhan lab, the Wuhan lab leak is gaining traction now because the mainstream media and the Democratic left, mainly Fauci, now says that that's what it looks like happened. Right at Wuhan, they're doing the gain of function, which takes a dangerous disease and makes it even more horrible and dangerous for humans, as dangerous and horrible as possible, and then they work on how to combat this horrible disease. That way they can figure out a way to defend ourselves against it in the future. Doesn't make any sense. To me, it sounds like they're doing biological manufacturing for weaponry. That was a good hit. Take a hit. Oh, and by the way, I got new weed. It's called Cypress Berry. And it is 24.8 THC. It's up there. Whew. Fauci lies and flip-flops his way through the pandemic, causing millions of deaths through his lies. Literally. Don't wear a mask. Wear a mask. Wear 2 masks. The CDC says we're going to have to wear a mask forever. Next 2 years. Because of the lies he's pushed. And then when he said no masks, and then when he said wear masks, it was because he didn't want you to have the masks. He wanted the medical professionals to have the masks. Okay? And I kind of sort of get that. But if everybody wore the mask, then there wouldn't have been as many people sick, and then there wouldn't have been as many masks necessary for the medical professionals. In other words, he told people not to wear masks. People got sick and died, and the medical professionals had masks, but it didn't matter because Fauci told the other people not to wear masks, and they got sick and died. Fauci is responsible for a lot of deaths, just like Cuomo. Cuomo is up into like 10 or 15,000 deaths under his name. Democrats in the news are talking about how they are waiting for Biden to give them permission so they can barbecue and or have small get-togethers. This is just another way of showing how weak and ignorant and how beta the Democrats have to be told what to do. They have to be told that they can have a barbecue. Fuck you. Fuck Biden. If I want to have a barbecue and a small get-together, I'm going to have a barbecue and a small get-together. I'm not waiting for permission like the fucking weak, just absolute retarded simpleton Democrats that they are. They can't do they can't take a shit without being told they can take a shit. And that's what they want for everybody. They want control over everybody like that. They want to tell you what to eat, where to go, how to dress, when to go to the bathroom. 1/5 of U.S. beef capacity was wiped out by cyberjack, just like the oil pipeline. And this is going to continue to happen. Why? Well, because instead of saying, hey, these guys cut off your oil and your meat, go get them. What we did was go, oh please, don't do that. Here, take the money. Well, now these people have learned that they'll get paid by cyberjacking our systems. Cyberjacking the fuel line and the meat. What was the result? The direct result was a rise in gas prices and then a rise in meat prices. This is what's happening, and our government's not doing anything. They're just paying them. We're fucked. Mainstream media is continually lying to the people. They said that there's no fuel shortage, yet there was fuel shortages. Gas prices went up. And some restaurants can't afford meat. Why? Well, because of the meat cyberjacking. And because there's a fuel shortage to get the meat to these places. Pay attention. Food in stores are getting thin as it gets harder and harder to restock. And the news lies about it and says we're fine. I have to go to like 2 or 3 different stores to fill my shopping list. Now, granted, I get it filled, but I do notice that things are getting thin. I have been stocking up. Okay, not just with food, but water and other goods and materials. I'm not saying you have to doomsday panic, but at the same time, I'm saying hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. And don't shame anybody for preparing, for hoarding a little bit of food and water. That's just smart. There are people in places that are going to bed hungry. Some go to bed for the last time. We are under a weak beta president that left. What's that say? I can't even read what I wrote. We are under a weak beta president, and because of this, because the left can manipulate and control him, we're fucked. He because of that, the Democratic left are ruining everything. Biden fucked the border and the influx of illegal immigrants. Biden fucked the oil supply by shutting down the oil pipeline. Due to his weakness, they cyber attacked the meat industry. The different groups are pushing Biden around and fucking everything up. Biden, with his no taxes for anybody under 400,000, everybody's going, yeah, see, he's not taxing us. But then he prints up $10 trillion, making the $1,000 you have worth $600. So he didn't tax you, but he just fucked you. Oh no, we're fine. Keep giving us the tax incentives. Yeah, well, he keeps giving you free money. The price of everything is going to continue to rise. Pretty soon, a candy bar is going to be $6. So all that free money that he's giving you isn't worth fuck. You dumbasses. This is what you get when you back a weak, worthless beta simpleton. And that is driving the U.S. into certain collapse. Don't worry about the climate change. The biggest problem will be worse and disastrous is a complete failure of our politicians led by Democrats into the failure of America, directly because of the Biden-Harris administration. Let me say that again. The Biden and Harris administration are running America into the ground. We can't keep printing money. We're going broke. The UBI was a failure. We need to get back to work and start making money. The Democrats want to give us money and keep us under their thumb, but that won't work. I keep saying this because it can't work. We can't keep printing money. It just... If we don't stop Biden, nothing else will matter. Climate change, pollution, borders, doesn't matter. Biden will fuck over and kill America long before anything else. That's how fucked it is. He is fucking America. Biden's spending is out of control and will wreck America, like I said. Almost $30 trillion is what his spending proposal is getting close to. What could go wrong? Huh? Well, except, our dollar falling like a brick, our border falling apart, dissension. I mean, it's just a fucking lot can go wrong. He's driving America into oblivion and destruction. And Democrats are so stupid, they're cheering for it. We're so fucked. Ron DeSantis brings his daughter to a signing, and the social justice warrior woke fucktards try calling him out for inappropriate touching because he put his arm around her. Now, they did this because those fucking retards did not know that that was his daughter. They thought it was just some poor girl that he was molesting. That's how stupid they are. Rather than check and see what's going on, they'd rather make these ignorant claims. And then they just sound dumb as fuck because they are dumb as fuck. Just remember that. Virtue signalers and social justice warriors literally just dumber than a fucking stump. Rioting erupts in Minneapolis as cops fatally shoot another armed criminal. In the George Floyd Square, it was a high riot activity area, but mainstream media tries to hide the truth. To find the riot, you must search for protest. Many protesters didn't even know the name of the person they were protesting for. They were just down there rioting because they could riot. They didn't even know who it was for. They didn't care. Just another shithole city doing shithole things, shooting guns, killing people, injuring others, ruining businesses, torching businesses. No cop, and this is in the no-go zone, the no-cop zone. Things are so good there. Well done. Well done. Your no-go zone, your no-cop zone, defund cops worked well as people are shooting, looting, burning. Business owners are moving out of George Floyd Square because it is just a shithole area. China threatens nuclear war over COVID investigation. We're in a fight with China, folks. They're growing big, and at the current rate, they will be the largest superpower. I don't know what'll happen, but it looks like it could be on our way to another war. And the COVID investigation could push us there. We want to know what happened, where it came from, when it started, when all this. And China is hiding all that information from us. So we are saying, give it to us. China's saying no. And with all this tension, it could push us into war. If China doesn't give a little bit and start flying straight, and if America keeps pushing for answers, we very well could be pushed into war here. Okay. Enough of that one. A lecturer at Yale event fantasizes about brutally murdering white people, claiming all white people are rotten. This is real. Somebody at Yale said that. Even though we can't go talk about things that aren't calling for violence, this person can. Ignorance, racism, bias, these are the dangerous people that are too stupid to understand what they're doing. They are saying whatever they want to say, but if somebody has an opposing opinion, they are the terrorists and the racists, and even though they're the ones spouting off all this other political racism bullcrap. This is what makes just people dumb, is they're only willing to listen to one side, not the other. Fauci says face masks now must cover our eyes. That way you can't see his leaked emails and other misdeeds. Maybe that'll save him. Ignorant fuck. One dumb social justice warrior said to stop the violence, we need to stop building jails. That stupid fucktard doesn't understand how things work. Apparently, this idiot thinks that if we stop building jails, people will stop committing crimes. This is the intellectual level of the social justice warrior and the virtue signaler. This is why they are dumb as fuck. Mainstream media calls shooting in George Floyd Square a drive-by. There were over 31 shots in the George Floyd Square on TV, on video, okay? And they're calling it a drive-by. One person is in critical condition. And here's the deal. In total, the the shots rang out for over a minute. This must be the slowest drive-by ever. Either that or they drove by super slow, turned around and drove back super slow. And only this can happen in George Floyd Square because that's where it's supposed to be a utopia according to AOC. No cops, no crime. Oh wait, in George Floyd Square, no cops, tons of crime. Criminals are prospering. You know why? Because AOC defunded the cops. No cops means chaos, killing, violence, looting, burning of businesses. Stupid fucks. Anybody who thinks that no cops makes a utopia is a moron. A complete moron. A 12 and 14-year-old boy and girl in Florida get into a shootout with police. The 14-year-old girl has a rap sheet of breaking and entering and arson. When the police came on scene, they immediately got shot at. The young kids were shooting at the police. The young couple continued to fire at police, and one cop was heard saying over his body cam, he was praying to please, I don't want to have to do this. He did not want to shoot a child. Nobody wants to shoot somebody. Even though everybody thinks the police are out hunting people, they're really not. That's just ignorance. What the police are doing is out enforcing the law and catching criminals. Now, if it so happens that the criminal is your son, and you swear he's such a good boy, then why did he have a gun? Why was he robbing somebody? Why was he robbing a store? Why was he carjacking somebody? Why was he raping somebody? Why was he committing a crime? Perhaps it's the parents' fault raising these pieces of shit. As a matter of fact, I know it is. And these pieces of shit continue to go out and do their pieces of shit things. Luckily, no one died. The girl got shot in the arm and the boy gave up. But the kids are fucked up because their parents raised ignorant pieces of shit. These kids thought it would be a good idea to shoot at the cops. Well done, parents. And then these parents are going to cry out, how could the cops shoot these poor children? These poor children were shooting at cops, just like the other criminals. All right? And let's give a look back really quick. The LBGTA tries to cancel Chick-fil-A, and it fails miserably. Let me tell you why. The LBGTA community represents 0.01% of the community, which means out of 360 million, they represent 0.01% of that 360 million people here in America. So, that 0.01% got triggered, okay? And they said, no more Chick-fil-A. However, the other 99.99% of America was like, fuck you, we like Chick-fil-A. So it ended up, what LBGTA Alphabet did for them is they did a massive promotion deal for them, because Chick-fil-A had just lines that were miles long. That didn't work at all. The LBGT Alphabet community said, cancel Chick-fil-A, and people were like, no fucking way, we love Chick-fil-A, and they went and sat in line for hours. and hours to get their Chick-fil-A chicken. Not that LBGTA, doesn't have, their grievance. So what if Chick-fil-A's owners have a different view? If the LBGTA community does not like it, then don't go. It's as simple as that. Go to Arby's, go to McDonald's, go to somewhere else. But try to canceling them? Oh my God, grow up, you infantile, worthless little fucktards. Jesus Christ. How stupid are you? I mean, people would much rather they want to stand behind the LBGTA community, but not so much as it interferes with their Chick-fil-A. All right? Don't be dumb. You are 0.01% of the population. The rest of the population, we're willing to let you get by with whatever you want to get by with, but don't fuck with our food. Don't be dumb. So on that look back, the LBGT alphabet community tried to cancel Chick-fil-A because of the owner's personal beliefs, and it made them mad, and they went to cancel them, and in the end, LBGTA did a massive promotion for them, with Chick-fil-A having massive lines, because people care about LBGT alphabet, but they also care about Chick-fil-A much more. Pick your fights. Don't get woke. And don't get awake or whatever the stupid shit is. Just fucking pay attention to what's going on around you. Do a little bit of fact checking. Do a little bit of digging. Find out what's really going on. Don't listen to me. I'm a stoner. Fact check me. Even though my agenda is try to get the truth to you. And don't listen to social media at all. It's all bullshit and lies. Anything that comes across Facebook, Twitter, no. Those are just social justice warrior and virtue signalers spouting off, and they're all stupid as fuck, and none of them are true. Now, mainstream media, the news, you're going to have to fact check them. Let's face it. They have their own agenda, and their own agenda is not caring about you. It's about money for them. Oh, I am so fucking high. I hope you guys got high. Alright, Munch, get down. Oh. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. It's been almost 30 minutes. Peace. I love you fuckers. And like I said, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Share it, please. If you think somebody else would enjoy it. I want you guys to have a good day. Be safe. Woo. And stay happy. And stay high, bitches.